Hello everyone and welcome to another stream. This is happening. Spirit streaming and just chatting in 1 single hour. We have the timer available. I'm gonna wait because I know it takes a while for people to come into chat, and I think I stated this yesterday, but I was kind of finicky of like if I was gonna do this or not, if I was gonna stream tonight or not, but we're here. And I'm just gonna wait for a couple people to join and to be a part of this just chatting, because the thing about just chatting is that you want people to be here too, so you could talk with a couple of people in chat. So yeah, we have a couple of things on the screen. We have a Christmas tree. We have a lot going on. It's very busy here. I thought I'd make it fun. So this is Christmas in May. Just chatting. You never would have guessed that Spirit would be just chatting, because this doesn't really typically happen. I mean, it happens, but it happens like during the stream when I'm playing games, not when I'm like, not in the intro, but usually during the whole gameplay. So once I start noticing people coming into the chat, I will basically run that timer on the right side, and I will start talking, and we can probably talk about some topic discussions, maybe Nintendo Switch 2. You know, that seems to be a very, very heated debate, or a very popular topic. Is like everyone's talking about the Switch 2, which by all means, I totally understand. It's like a new console, it's a new Nintendo console. So a lot of people are wondering like if they're gonna get it, if they're gonna get the console, if they're not gonna get it. The price is too high. But yeah, to the left side of me, we have David Goggins, a Christmas tree, Snoopy dancing, and TikTok. One of those TikTok ASMR videos. So if you get bored of my face, you can look at that little GIF image on the side, so you can be more entertained. But hopefully my voice will entertain you throughout this whole hour. Cheers to the weekend. I'm like so close to the camera, it's like it's not even funny. I see other people stream and their layout is so perfect, but for me, I don't have that specific layout. I have like my webcam I've had for like years now. And yep, and this is like the same layout that I've always used. It's always been on top of my camera. And let's see. What's a good game topic to get us on? So we got some music playing. It's a bunch of Nintendo music. So it's really good. I think right now we're playing some Pokemon music. I give or take like 10 to 15 minutes, because I know when Twitch goes out, it takes a while for Twitch to like notify my viewers. So we're just gonna wait like another 5-10 minutes, and then we're gonna start the official just chatting. I know right now it's like 8:35, 8:34 my time, PM Eastern time. So take a little bit of time, and we'll wait until, I mean, the Discord notifications has been sent out, so that should be good. And I think maybe after just chatting, we could maybe, because it's gonna be an hour, so we could start right now, but maybe we might have time to play a game afterwards. I'm not sure, but let's see. Music is going hard. Do, 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 do. Ooh, this is a good topic. Whoa. Okay, I think I found something. Quora is like the best website for like if you want to talk about stuff but you don't know what to say. So this is like an awesome website. Turquoise, welcome in. Good to see you. I'm sorry, like my overlay settings is not notifying me, so I don't know if people are getting the notifications, but I'm so glad to see you. We are going to be doing just chatting for 1 hour, so we have the timer right on the top right. So yes, it is going to be timed, and so happy to see you. And I think if anybody wants to bring in some questions, by all means, like ask away, Q&A questions. I would love to hear what your thoughts are. I thought it'd be decent to wait for people to come through, because I know Twitch always will take its time to notify viewers and stuff. But yeah, I'm so happy to see you. Here's my smiley face. I mean, the kind of apps that I download on my phone is just, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, why do I do this? Yeah, like Mario 64, yeah. But yeah, let's change the background. We got Nintendo 64 playing in the background. See if we can change that. Yo, the music is kind of banging right now. Holy crap! I was like, I wasn't even sure what kind of playlist this was, but it's pretty good. Let's see what we got here. We got, is that orange? Is that an orange in the background? I think it is. I think you see that. Let's put Metroid. You know, since we're on the topic of Mario 64, we might as well. So I'm changing the background right there to make it different. Or we could put another Mario on top of that. Really, there's not really much Mario stuff on this app that I have here. And let me reset this app because it always feels like it's about to overheat my phone. Turquoise, how you doing today? Beyond Good and Evil. Okay, we can talk about this game. Like what I like about it, what I didn't like about it. I think the only thing I didn't like about that game was there was this one mini game. It's kind of like you're playing ice hockey. You know those things where you play in like events and stuff. So yeah, that one mini game I wasn't really a fan of it because it wasn't so fun. It was pretty much RNG. I think this should be good. Oh, I'm sorry. The fish game. Let me get that. Let me fix that. Can you? Hey, what's going on? Goulet Perpetua, welcome in. Thanks. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. How you doing tonight? Hopefully you're doing good. We're gonna be doing just chatting in a second, or maybe in a couple of minutes. Alright, that name seems very familiar. Yeah, welcome in. That name seems very familiar. If my memory is pretty hazy, I apologize. I don't remember what I ate for breakfast today, so thanks for coming here. We're gonna be doing just some just chatting. So if you guys, anybody here has a question or wants me to talk about something, by all means, happy Friday to y'all. Happy Friday to everyone in the chat, lurkers, people in the chat. So nice to see y'all. I'm so glad that I opened up. I know my face is covered by all this stuff, but I thought it'd be more funny if I just put stuff all around the screen. What kind of music do I like? Okay, that is a great question, and I really appreciate you saying that. Okay, so the easy answer for me to say is rock. I love rock music. But I listen to a lot of music. I listen to music from like the 50s too. The 60s, the 70s, you got the Rolling Stones, you got AC/DC, Linkin Park, and I even listen to stuff nowadays, you know. Now this isn't rock, but I really love Juice WRLD music. His music was great. He was a really talented rapper. There's a couple like Post Malone songs that are really catchy and I like it. And like a couple years back, Post Malone did like a cover of Nirvana, and I thought he was really good. Like he was really good at like covering the songs. So obviously I love grunge. Grunge is like one of my favorite genres. Although I wish grunge would have lasted longer, because it felt like grunge was like happening from like the mid 80s to mid 90s. It was like a specific decade of grunge music, and then after like 1995, 1996, grunge just happened to kind of fade away, which really hurts, because that was a genre of music that I really identified with. It was really awesome. You got Alice in Chains, you got Pearl Jam, you got Soundgarden, Mad Season, what's that other band? They made a song, it's a grunge band, but I forgot. Silver Honey, or I think they made a song called Touch Me I'm Sick. I don't remember what. There's like this grunge band that I forgot. Oh my god, got so excited when you said rock. Your taste seems impeccable. Yeah, I listen to a lot of stuff like there's things that, you know, kind of predates a lot of things that people seem to like. You know, people love the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. I love them too. You know, Duran Duran, Metallica, Michael Jackson, Def Leppard, Van Halen. It's like, you know, although I wasn't around in the 80s, but fuck, the 80s music was like the shit. You know, such great bands and talent and musicians. There's so much you could pick apart and just like analyze how awesome the 80s music was. 70s, you got, you know, the Doors. Yeah, the 80s went hard. Oh my god, it's like you just gotta appreciate the 80s. And I run so far away. And I run, I just can't get away. You gotta get away. Yeah, Turquoise, yeah. What about you guys? What kind of music you guys like? And like going past, so like the 60s, well, the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, of course. there's like there's this female singer. She sang a song with her band called White Rabbit. Oh, Ghost. Okay, it's the moment you said Ghost, I know exactly who you are now. Yeah, you had a name change, huh? Ghost. Yeah. So I don't have my Spotify anymore. But let me see. There is a song from Ghost that I like a lot, but I don't remember. It's not off their newest album, but it's one of the older songs. I don't think I could find it. Ciris. It's like spelled Ciris. C-I-R-I-C-E. Yeah, but it's easy. You know, it's better to be known for something, right? But it helps me like know my viewers, even though if they get a name change. But yeah, right. All right, guys. I'm gonna start the counter. You know, I think people will come, and if not, I'll have a topic ready for anything. I don't know if my notifications went out, but this week has been kind of interesting to say the least. Okay, so at least on Discord it shows that I am live, so it's good. You got me? Okay, great. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's start the counter because it is an hour. I hate to put a time limit on you guys, but you know, people want to see me just chatting, so we have to put it for an hour. All right, let me get rid of that. Can I minimize this? No, I can't. All right, this music is not doing it for me. Okay, wait, it got better now. Hold on, it got better. Oh, this is like... Wait, this is Super Mario Galaxy music. Oh, damn, it's actually pretty good. You know, I'll keep it. It's good. It's good. I like it. But there was a video game topic that I found that I really thought... Okay, so we're gonna start off the Just Chatting stream with a topic, with a game topic, and you guys could throw questions along the way. But maybe I should. Nah, I'm just gonna say what it is. But the topic is, why is it considered weird to not like multiplayer games? So it says like most people don't realize video games are a storytelling medium. So that's a great topic, and for me personally, I don't think online multiplayer games are weird at all. But playing with other people online it's always been weird. It's always been strange because you're basically playing with strangers online. Like I've played countless of years. Like I played Call of Duty games with online voice chat on, and it's cool when you have a group of teammates that you play with, and they're all friendly and they're all trying to help you understand how to play the game. And even if you have a bad match, if you have a bad couple of matches in a online multiplayer game, if someone could understand that and be more helpful or more kind towards you, even because let's just be honest, you know, when you play an online multiplayer game, you're probably coming back from work or you're probably having a long day. You just want to have a couple of good matches. And you know, let's just be honest. Some people out there play these games for hours. Like they probably play this game, like they probably play like Call of Duty, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals for like hours and hours on end. And you know what? People could do whatever they want in their lives, but you know, they have to also respect people that are coming home from a long day and they just want a couple of matches. You know, just want to play a couple of matches. So if those people who play the game for longer hours start to be toxic and salty towards like the people that just want to play a couple of games, I think that's not fair. It's not nice. And you know, some of these people are, you know, they're just trying to relieve some stress. If they can get a couple of headshots, you know, right? So it's not really online multiplayers. Like online multiplayers, they do its function. They do what it's supposed to do. Like you play a game. It's broadcast. It's available online for people to join together and connect. And people connect and play matches, and the matches go seemingly well. And everything is working out for the game and its AI and all that, or the hub and the connection and the latency and all that. So that's all working. You know, the companies they're being paid to make that work. And so it's really not the game. You know, I say this most of the time. The only thing that's weird here's the stinger, or I don't know, stinger if stinger's the word, but the thing that makes online multiplayer weird is microtransactions. Microtransactions in a game. So I don't know anything about Marvel Rivals because I never played that game. If anyone has ever played it, if there's microtransactions in that game, let me know. But like, I played Overwatch 2 for countless of years, and they put loot boxes. They charged you like $15 for one skin. $15 for one skin for a character. And it's like, you know, like people don't want to spend $15 on like one specific character, and it sucks. And now that kind of like business ethics are kind of like seeping into like other games now. Like I wanted to buy Soul Calibur 6, and I saw Soul Calibur 6 for like cheap on Steam for like, I don't know, $8. That's just the base game. So I then looked at the DLC for Soul Calibur 6, and it's like $70 for a season pack, and like, you know, online pass season 1, season 2, pay $8 for one character. It's like, what the hell is happening here? And yes, you could play online multiplayer games with like games like Soul Calibur. So like now games that we grew up on, like Soul Calibur, you know, Soul Calibur was never an online multiplayer game, and now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, now it's becoming online multiplayer games, and you have to pay for season pass for like characters that, you know, you wish you could have had, right? And then Timmy teabags you and says you're trash. Oh my god, playing an online multiplayer game and getting cold trashed by like a 14-year-old kid is just like always the worst feeling. It's just, it's like you don't want to say anything bad. You don't want to say anything back because it's like, it's a kid, you know, and you're like, you're not a kid anymore. But it's just, it's so annoying. It's like you just kind of want to, you just want to kick this kid and kick them out the window or something. I don't know, like, but then of course you'll go to jail for that. But damn, these kids need to learn their manners. They need to learn their manners. Like, where are they? Where are their parents? Where are their parents? They gotta get. They need to be schooled, because the things that they say, like, I swear, there's the things that they say in online multiplayer games that makes it weird. How could they ever say that in real life without getting like some repercussions on that? For real, especially when you're having a bad day, it hurts getting shit on, man. It does. Like, listen, you know, playing a couple of matches, you can never like understand the outcome of the matches. You're not gonna win every single match you play, and that's totally okay. The problem is that people who communicate with you on chat or voice chat, and they're like, oh yeah, Spirit, he sucks ass in the game. He wasn't healing, he wasn't doing anything, like, and that could be further from the truth most of the time, right? But you're playing a game, and like sometimes you're not at your A game, you're not doing the best because it's like you're having a hard time. You're probably having a hard time with life. You know, maybe you're having some relationship issues, your job. You feel underwhelming with your job. Or school, you're not doing too well at school, and it's like it's overbearing. It's definitely overbearing, and you know, and you come to play some games online and it makes it worse for you. It makes it way worse for you, because then you're dealing with people you don't even know, and they're calling you racial slurs, and they're being awful people and cursing you, cussing you, and saying horrible things. And that's why I don't stream online multiplayers anymore. I don't stream online multiplayer games anymore, because it's like why would I want to showcase that to my viewers, you know? I rather like rage at like single player games, because at least the game itself is pissing me off, not people. And I don't want to talk back to people. It's like not a good like ecosystem. Is that, no, that's not the right word. It's not a good set of patterns that it never will kind of end up in a good outcome, you know? Like if you talk back to these people, you know, they'll probably say something worse to you, or I've had people, when I used to play Overwatch, I've had people that were shit talking me find my because my username was basically my YouTube streaming name. I think, yeah, I used to stream Overwatch on my YouTube channel, so some of these people that would talk trash to me would also find me on YouTube, and they would also talk trash on YouTube as well. So I don't really want that to happen. I'm gonna change the soundtrack. I'm not really feeling the soundtrack anymore. This is okay. I'm feeling this. It's too Nintendo though. I need something more like pumpy. This is what I need. Yeah, this is good. It's like Nintendo Cybercore, like anything like that just makes it feel like a house music playlist, like something to dance to as well. But this is good. Oh, Aura, don't worry about it. I'm grown. You know, I just banned them. I just, you know, I removed them from chat. But it's just like, you know, it's just a bunch of childish people. Don't even know how to behave. Don't even know how to be adults. You know. And I'll admit this. I used to be like the type of player that really wanted to win games, right? And I really wanted to win games, and when I was sort of salty myself. And I was the type of person to say like, "Oh, okay, GG," like before the match even started, because like one player didn't want to play a specific way. I'll admit this, I was sort of that kind of person, but I would never call someone like a racial slur or call them a terrible name. I'd just be like, you know what, you fucking suck. This game's over. Like, you know, this game's over. I'd rather just like disconnect. Or so I was for like one to 2 years back in like 2017 to 2018. I was sort of like that salty gamer, and I feel terrible admitting this, but you know, I said to myself, you know what, if I'm not gonna improve, if I'm not gonna get better like with that, I'd rather not play online multiplayer games. But I have streamed, like a couple years ago, I have streamed on Twitch like Overwatch 2. And even though like some people were being awful, and like I was still able to keep my composure. I was definitely still able to keep my composure in the games. So I've gotten better with like online multiplayer games, but still it's just not a joy to play. Aura, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. It's good to see you always. You know that. You know that. So yeah, that's my take on like. That is my take on like online multiplayer games, and why I don't stream them anymore. And that's why I feel weird playing online multiplayer games, because it's like I could stream online multiplayer games, but then it'd just be me playing with random strangers, and then random strangers would say words and say awful things on the voice chat. I don't really want viewers to see that. Now, it's fun to play like games like Marvel Rivals and Halo Infinite, but if I was ever to play those games, it's gotta be like every once in a blue moon, you know? Like, I'm all about variety. I'm all about variety with my streams. So like just chatting here, it's totally, you know, totally something different that I don't typically do, but people redeemed it, and I'm gonna give it to ya. So, yo, Sadie Joe, the infamous Just Chatting, yes, and we're doing it. We're already almost 15 minutes in. If you have any questions, by all means. Well, we were just talking about like online video games, like online multiplayer games, and why I find it weird to play it, because it's like it's not really my forte anymore for like what I do on stream. What I do on stream is like I play single player games, I play retro games, you know, I play indie titles, I do things that are not online multiplayer games, you know. But yeah, Saint Angel, how's it going? Happy Friday. Hopefully you're doing well. Let me know how I'm doing with the Just Chatting, you know. Hopefully I'm doing good. I'm trying to keep the conversations going. The music is going really hard here. It's going pretty well. All right. I have another topic here that I found online. So this was actually updated recently. It's it's an essay, but I'm not gonna get into the essay. But basically, the topic is the motivation of the video game player. What motivates gamers to play stuff? So the introduction of this topic, it says that motivation is characterized as an internal impulse or a special inner feeling of a person that encourages them to perform any action. In this case, player motivation that is set of a measures aimed at involving and retaining a player in a particular video game. Often, this concept is defined as the main gameplay cycle. Hence, a well-developed strategy of motivation helps publishers attract people's attentions to the product, making them stay longer for a longer time in a video game and satisfying their needs for each and every one of them. So yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, because like what essentially is the motivation behind the gamer, the player, and also the publisher and the developers to make that motivation for the players to stick around and play the game for longer periods of times. That is a good topic. I wouldn't really know what to say based on the publishers and the marketers and like the developers. Like, what is the motivation to get people to play your game? Like, right? That's category A. Category B, kind of, I could probably answer for. Like, what is the motivation for gamers to play video games, right? Now, the easy answer for me to say is that playing video games is a way to escape problems. And also, playing video games, sometimes you'll see characters that are super relatable, and people oftentimes in the gaming world, the gaming ethos, I guess we could say that, right? Ethos? I'm coming up with words on the fly. I'm sorry. My vocabulary is very low. But gamers often love to get into fantasy. And to, like, ride a dragon. Like, you can't do that in real life. You can't ride a dragon in real life. You can't play a game like Grand Theft Auto in real life. I mean, you could, but you're gonna go to jail for that. You can't play as like a monster. You can't be like a dragon, like a demon slayer. You can't do all those things in real life. So most of the time, the passion, the motivation is just to be in a fantasy world. Like Pokemon, I love Pokemon. I love capturing Pokemon. I love training Pokemons and leveling them up and battling gym bosses. It's such a cool premise. It's like you're taming monsters, and you're going through the whole game, and you're leveling them up, and they evolve into bigger monsters and bigger Pokemons. It's like, yeah, you're leveling them up, and you're exploring the whole world, which you never seen anything like that in a video game before, right?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spend all that time.
Creature 92, welcome in. Haktu. You gotta win. You gotta win. There's no losers in this family. Your intensity is for the shit. Win. Where's that from? Welcome in, Creature 92. Welcome in. Happy Friday. So if we have more time, we could probably play a game afterwards. But for now, we're just chatting. We're having a ball. It's definitely not from my childhood. Creature, thank you for the Beyond Good and Evil. Yes, we will play this game eventually. What else is there to say? So what motivates like publishers and developers to make games for people to play? Let's be honest, money. It's money. Now there's people that wanna like make more profits off their games. That is developer A, and then there's developer B, right? Developer B wants to make a game that people wanna relate to, wanna enjoy, wanna bask in the whole story of it, right? Like specific developers out there want to make a game where people could fall in love with the characters and be inspired by the world, by the whole gameplay mechanics, and truthfully, sometimes the motivation for developers is that they themselves were motivated by specific games that they used to play as children when they were growing up, when they were youngins. Like, how many times have I heard like the game Chrono Trigger Chrono Trigger has inspired so many people. You know, Soul Calibur is another game that people say like was very inspirational in terms of fighting games. Final Fantasy VII, Street Fighter 2. Like, there's games from our past that like have motivated people to want to dive into video game development. So game developers from the past have inspired game developers of the present, and now the game developers of the present wants to make video games that will inspire people in the future, which is now the present. And hopefully the people that play the games in the present time will end up becoming game developers themselves based on the games that they play, and they will become future game developers that they can make their own specific style of games. Street Fighter 2 and Punch-Out are why I'm making the games that I am making now. Whoa, really? That's awesome. Street Fighter 2 is such a revolutionary game. When I played it when I was a youngin', I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Such a great game, and it's still good to this day. It's a game that was way ahead of its time, and it's still fun to play. Now, the thing that I don't like about that game is that there were so many different iterations of Street Fighter 2. It's like nowadays, it's like, what do I play? If I want to play Street Fighter 2, like, do I play the original Street Fighter 2, or do I play Hyper Street Fighter 2, or Ultra Street Fighter 2, or Hyper Ultra Instinct Gold Classic, Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan Street Fighter 2? Like, which one do I play? Your game's almost playable? Oh, okay. I cannot wait to play it. Let's go. But yeah, you know, that's kind of like, there's more to this topic, like if I read more into it. It says here, like, there are many game projects that have gathered millions of audiences of players around the world. Thus, not only avid gamers know about them, but also ordinary people who are far from this industry and its popular products. And then they kind of get into like Fortnite, free to play games, and it's like, okay, yeah, people play free to play games because they're free to play, but Yeah, this article keeps talking about like Fortnite, which is like, okay, yeah, Fortnite was a big game, but not really for me, to be honest. But you know, like, yeah, congratulations, Sadie Joe. Congratulations on that. I'm glad you're still working on your games, and it's cool to see what you're doing, you know? Ooh, this is great. I know this is a just chatting stream, but you know, we could also do just dancing. Okay, let's see what kind of other stuff that we could talk about. Is the music loud? Let me know. I think it's pretty good. 25 almost 25 minutes in. We're doing it, guys. We're almost done. Sorry, my nose is like stuffy. I don't know why, but oh, okay. This is a good topic. This is like a crazy topic to introduce to chat right now, but what is the best game of all time for you and why? Wow. Now the person that like commented here in this post, they say Diablo 2 was a blast for them. Like they enjoyed that game a lot. Mass Effect 2 was a masterpiece, and they love Halo. They say they love Last of Us, and the first Unreal Tournament game was the one that they played the most on PCs back in the day. Now, everyone can have a different opinion on like what, you know, this same person says like if they had to choose one, they say that Cyberpunk 2077 is their favorite game of all time, like their best video of all time. I haven't played Cyberpunk 2077, but I know that game is massive and it has a lot to do. It has a lot to do in that game. Some people say Witcher 3, Cyberpunk 2077. Question thrown back to you guys. Victor and Christ! Sadie and Joe, everybody's in chat. What? I'm so happy, guys. Thanks for coming through. Christmas time, yeah, this is Christmas time in May. I thought, because I know just chatting, everyone has like their cameras and stuff. So, oh, you know, we could show off some games in the background. I actually like build up my stuff. You know, this is not my whole games, by the way, but we can do that for just chatting. You know, we can do that. So, all right, so Horizon Zero Dawn, I love that game. It's not my favorite game of all time. But that game was great. It was awesome. It is really awesome. Unpopular opinion. I'm so sorry again. I know some people like Breath of the Wild, but I bought back in 2017. I bought Horizon Zero Dawn and I purchased Zelda Breath of the Wild at the same time. Like I swear to you, I went to Toys R Us. Rest in peace, Toys R Us. I went to Toys R Us on the release week of the first Switch, and I got the Switch one. I got Breath of the Wild, and I went to the counter and I was like, "Hey, can I also get that Horizon Zero Dawn game as well?" Because I had a PS4 too. Now my PS4 is collecting dust, but you know. I was more excited to play Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know why. I was happy, like honestly, I was happy that there was a new Zelda game, but I don't know. It's just like, because the thing is, like Breath of the Wild was supposed to be like a Wii U title, and like I knew I wasn't gonna get the game for the Wii U. I love the Wii U, but I wasn't gonna get the game for the Wii U, but then all of a sudden, like Nintendo at the last minute, they say like, hey, Breath of the Wild is coming out for like the Switch on launch. I was like, oh cool, okay, great. By the way, I'm sorry to say this, but Breath of the Wild was the reason why the Switch 1 was popular and successful. If that game was not present, if that wasn't going to be a launch title, the Switch 1 would have failed. Because like the games that were on launch, except for the Breath of the Wild, was you had Bomberman, you had Bomberman R. You had Bomberman R, which I love Bomberman games, but for that to be only like a launch title, it's just awful. Then you had like Switch 1 and 2, which is like should have been a pack-in title, to be honest. It's like it's a game that demonstrates the Joy-Cons, like how it works, like how you work with the controllers, like, you know, like you play with it, you pour a drink and, you know, you put some ice in it. I don't like motion controls. I'm sorry, I don't like motion controls at all. I don't like motion controls. So the Joy-Con was not a thing for me. I was not gonna be wanting to use these controls. I'm so sorry, but I hate the Joy-Cons. I hate the Joy-Cons. So like when I bought the Switch 1 on like release date, like on launch date, I bought me two Pro controllers. I had to get the Pro controller. I could not play with the Joy-Cons. Yo, Sonic Mania just has a great soundtrack. Alright, so Victor in Christ says Horizon Zero Dawn. What about you, Turquoise? What about like anyone else has a favorite game of all time? Like, it's gotta be like your top 3, you know, not like your favorite game currently, like your favorite game of all time. So Sadis and Joe says Castlevania Symphony of the Night because memories, gameplay, music, level design. Oh my god, yo. I haven't played that game yet. I have not played Symphony of the Night. Did I say Sympathy? I didn't play Symphony of the Night yet. So this year, and we're gonna go for 100%. Because I've heard from countless of people that Symphony of the Night is like one of their favorite games, and I'm only starting to get into Castlevania because I have not really played Castlevania all that much. Like throughout the years, I played Castlevania 1. I love Castlevania 1 a lot. I'm not good at that game, but I love that game so much. Castlevania 2 was problematic because it's pretty cryptic, but I came around to liking that game. Castlevania 3, I have not good memories with. Excuse me. Castlevania 3 is a good game, but I don't have good memories with it because last year, Dangorangus is actually streaming that game right now. Let's give him a shout out because he's actually streaming at the moment. So like Dangorangus is playing Castlevania 3, and like a year ago I was playing that game for the first time, and then someone came into my chat and said like, oh, they were comparing me to someone else, and they were saying like, oh, this streamer did Castlevania 3 deathless. They did it deathless, and they were able to get through the boss Dracula all phases without getting hit once. And you know what? That pissed me off because it's like who the hell are you to tell me like you're making me seem insignificant in my own streams? You know, like you can look at my viewers and say like, oh, I'm not such a big streamer, I'm not such an important streamer, and you know, I see this all the time. I'm sorry to bring this topic up because I've talked about this a couple of times before, but it's like viewers, like the view count doesn't make a special streamer. A streamer will be special when they're able to connect. When they're able to connect with their viewers and to have viewers be having a good time and enjoying their time with you, that makes a streamer. That is one of the definitions of what a streamer should be. Just because you have like 150 viewers doesn't make you special. So if you wanna like put specific streamers on a pedestal because they have like 100-something viewers and they cater to like your specific style of like humor or like entertainment, that's fine. But when you're coming to someone else's stream, you know, have some respect for the other people, right? Respect the rules. There's rules. There's reasons that there is rules. The rules should not be broken. Sadis and Joe says Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom would 100% be tied for your second game ever. Okay, so you like that game. You know, I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom yet. I probably would enjoy Tears of the Kingdom more than Breath of the Wild. I just feel like I was getting very lost in Breath of the Wild. I didn't know what I was doing, and you know, I'm not one of those retro streamers that was like, oh, modern games, you know, cannot get it. I can't understand it. Like, I like to play modern games. I wish I could stream modern games, but at the moment, I don't have a capture device to stream. I don't have a setup to stream modern games. I don't even have a computer that's strong enough to stream modern games. I mean, Breath of the Wild, I could definitely stream with my Elgato, but you know, I don't think I have the space, or maybe I do have the space, but I don't have like the capacity to stream modern games, you know. I love those games so damn much. I'll defend them to my death. It's fine. I mean, everyone has their favorite Zelda game, and I know this is gonna sound very generic, but you know, my cup of tea with Zelda is that I want more of like what Majora's Mask was offering. I want like games like I want games like Twilight Princess, Wind Waker. I want those types of games. Like Breath of the Wild is not for me. You know, it's just not for me, to be honest. It's not a bad game. It's totally not a bad game at all. It's very immersive. It's kind of like the same reason why I'm a big fan of Metal Gear Solid. I've played almost all of the games, right? Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance with Raiden, right? But then when we got to like Metal Gear Solid 5, they, you know, Hideo Kojima and Konami decided to go into like an open world aspect of the game. So basically you're playing as the character, but now it's like, it's not linear anymore. You're not going from one place to another. You have to go specifically. You have to drive or like sneak your way through like this open world to get to the next base, and you basically make your own gameplay. And I'm not really interested in that. I don't want like my hand to be held in games, but I want the game to direct me in the next like scene, in the next aspect of the game, you know, to help me understand that we're going into a new chapter. It's like, you know, the Phantom Pain was, I didn't get far into it. I spent like 10 hours into the game, and that's it. That's all I ever did. I've only spent like 10 hours in the game. Maybe one day I'll revisit. I'll definitely revisit Phantom Pain, but yeah. Oh, Victor and Christ, I love Tetris. I'm not good at Tetris, but you should definitely check out Tetris DS on Nintendo DS. If you don't have a Nintendo DS, you could just emulate it. But people say like that is like one of the best DS iterations of the series, you know. There's so many Tetris games out. There's probably like 100 Tetris games available. Advance Wars Dual Strikes is your favorite strategy game? Oh, nice. Okay, so I'll tell you guys my favorite games. And obviously my favorite game of all time is Yoshi's Island, which is kind of a no-brainer because I always say that is my favorite game of all time. I love that game so much. But my favorite strategy game is Shining Force 2 for Sega Genesis. Now, I don't own a Sega Genesis, but I played this game on the Sonic, it was a PS3 collection of Genesis games. So it was a Sonic Sega Genesis collections on PS3. And from that collection alone, I was able to play Shining Force 1 and 2, but I really love Shining Force 2 on Genesis. I really love that game, and I would definitely want to stream that game sometime in the future. But yeah, I don't know. Like honestly, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is like another favorite game of mine. I love that game to death. It's just the perfect type of Metal Gear Solid to me. Yes, it's more of an expansive story, and you could get lost, you know, like the game doesn't hold your hand, but it doesn't feel like it's too open of a game, like too open world of a game. There is exploration in Snake Eater, but it's not to the point where you could be exhausted, you could be lost in it. Like, it's just the right amount of gameplay, the right amount of story. It's just a pinch of sugar, a pinch of spice. Everything just flows through. Everything mixes well with this game, and it's just honestly one of the best stories I've ever seen ever. So for it to get like a remake now on like PS5 and like PC, it should have got a remake a long time ago. Oh, you know what? Hold on one second. I'll show you something cool. Give me a second. Alright, I thank God I found it, but Metal Gear Solid 3D Snake Eater. Brand new seal. I haven't opened this. I don't think I want to, because I have a feeling this might go up in price. Go behind enemy lines in 3D. Yeah, Kirby 64 is such a great game. I haven't really played a lot of like Kirby games, but I want to change that. I will never understand not opening things. I mean, I get it, but I can never do it. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not a reseller, but I think eventually I have some games in my collection that I probably will not really use a lot or play a lot. So, you know, back then when I used to buy some of these games, they were going for good prices, you know, like really good prices. And sometimes you can't pass up. Like here's one game, for example, that I have that I'm like, why do I have this, right? And I got it for cheap. I got it for like 15 bucks. 1 second. I have to go back to the thing here. I don't know if I can find it, but there was like another game, but it's not there. But here's like a good example. I love this series, but this specific port is like, why do I have this? But Tony Hawk Pro Skater for Game Boy Color. Now, obviously, I love Tony Hawk, so I guess that's reason alone. But I think I paid like 10 to 15 bucks for it. I don't remember how much I paid. Like, it's definitely around that 10 bucks mark on eBay. Since we're on the topic of Tetris, I think this is another game that I got for very cheap, but I'm happy to get this. There's also like another, so this is on the Super Nintendo, but Tetris 2, I got this for very cheap. Tetris 2 for the Super Nintendo. I don't know what's different about it. It looks sort of the same, but I guess better graphics, right? This is the greatest hits, the Player's Choice Edition, the greatest hits edition. Be a puzzle prodigy. Yeah, I'm sorry if you can't. It's pretty blurry, but has like a glare thing to it. So sometimes I will look through Super Nintendo stuff, and if I could find a Super Nintendo game like complete in the box for like $20-$25, why not, right? I love Super Nintendo, but by the way, I know some people came a little bit later to the Just Chatting. I'm willing to extend the time for like another 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes, but there's another puzzle game on Super Nintendo. Well, I definitely want to get Tetris Attack now since I played it. The game is pretty hard. It's pretty hard, but you know, if I can get that game for cheap from eBay, or like if I find it at a yard sale, probably I'm never gonna find it at a yard sale. Like in New York, you don't see yard sales anymore. Nobody wants to do yard sales, and nobody has games anymore. Everyone has sold all their stuff. So unfortunately, I hear people all the time say like, oh, I just went to like a swap meet, or I went to a thrift store, or I went to like my local pawn shop, and they find all these games. I'm like, dude, where can I find that? There might be a pawn shop. There might be one pawn shop that I know, but I'm sort of like scared to go to pawn shops, you know, because I don't really know the environment, to be honest. Like I never been to a pawn shop before, so I wouldn't know what would happen, what would go down in one. You're on a search for a very specific vinyl record. I seriously don't know if I would open it if I find it. Yeah, that's the thing. So like just having, so the thing is, I know some people want to, like when they get their items, like if they get games or vinyls or movies, sometimes you want to open it because you want to use it. Some people want to use it. Some people just like having it. Some people like having the collections that they have. And like obviously look how many stuff I have there in the bag. Am I gonna be able to get through all those games? Probably not. Probably some of those games are gonna be sold. Like I might have to sell some of those games, I don't know, but because you know I want to get some money so I can provide for my own future in a way, or maybe buy a car or do something, you know. So some of these games might have some value to it that someone else is willing to pay for it. And am I taking advantage? No, it's just you're going with the prices of things that people want to pay for. If there is a supply, now it hurts. Like it really hurts because yeah, on the other side of the coin, like there's games that I want. Like I want Pokemon Black 2, White 2, Pokemon Black and White, and those games are like complete in the box are going for like $150, $200. I'm like, no, I'm never gonna be able to get these games. Like even the cartridge itself, it's like $175. It's like, what the hell? What happened here? Like why is all these games going up for these prices? You know what I mean? Have you checked the site Discogs? That's where I bought the album by my grandmother when she was a country singer from a southern France. Your grandmother was a singer? You haven't opened it since? Nah, man, you're not old. Can we get past this? Like, okay. What is the deal? Okay. I know it's easier said than done, but you're only as old as you make yourself feel. and that I'm living by this code. I'm living by this code because it's like 45 is not old. I never heard such a thing. 55, 65. It's like you're living your life. You're leveling up. You don't know if you agree with me? You're just as old as you make yourself be. That's I'm gonna leave it at that. It's kind of like a trend on Twitch. Is like everyone is just being nostalgic. Like, oh, you remember when that thing came out 20 years ago? Wow, we're old, guys. It's like this is the current thing that we keep doing, and it's like that's not positive. It's not. It makes people feel like shit. Yeah, the passage of time has gone. It's a different year. It's not 1995 anymore. It's not 1985. It's not 1975. It's not 1965. It's 2025, and we have to keep going with time. You know, if we're stuck on the past, we're never gonna be content with our lives. So I make a joke about it. I say like, hey guys, you cannot tell me you're old, because if you're not older than the age of 100, you can't speak, because those people are old as fuck, and you're below that. So I have a very weird complex. It's like, you know, I try to suppress any negative thoughts, and I try to turn it on its head and say, like, you know, yeah, of course we're getting old. Everyone's getting old. But time is not waiting on us, but you're just as old as you make yourself feel. Like when I was living in an apartment from like 2022 to 2023, I had a neighbor. She was in her 80s. She was walking faster than me. What does that say? What does that say about me? Like this woman, she was living, no kids. Like she was in her 80s, no kids, living on her own, and she was super independent, super content with her life. And she didn't care about if she was in her 80s. She didn't care about that shit. So why should I care about my age? Right? Why should I feel sorry that life's moving on and move along with the life? Go with the flow. You know, like recently, like on Twitter, I think IGN posted something, and IGN was like, oh, remember Super Mario Galaxy 2 for Nintendo Wii? Well, it's 15 years old yet. Do you feel old yet? Super Mario Galaxy 2 came out 15 years ago. Do you feel old yet? Like, I hate when people do this stuff, because it's like, what are you trying to do? You trying to make people feel nostalgic, or are you trying to make them feel like crap? Yeah, right? Yeah, you're 30 years young. Yeah. And 45 is 40, 45, 50 is still young. It's like, I know the retro, so I do understand that the retro community, the age range definitely kind of like varies between like mid 20s to like the 50s. Like that's like the kind of like the retro community age group. And I never exclude anybody, so like I love to see people that are like in their 18, 19 years old, like 20 years old, like play into like retro games, and people that are older than 55. Like we want to include every single age group that are into retro games, because I feel like what we're doing, and I don't agree with this, but like what we're doing, we're just minimizing our community. We're minimizing to a specific age group. And it's always fun to feel nostalgic. It's always nice to feel nostalgic about like how we grew up with these games, and like I just don't think it's kind of proper to like neglect games that kids nowadays are getting into. Now, if kids say like if the modern generations of gamers say like, oh, they grew up on like, I don't know, like what's a game that came out like 10 years ago, like let's just say like Super Mario Galaxy 2 was someone's first game that they ever played. Now someone in the retro community would be like, oh, Super Mario Galaxy 2. I played Super Mario World. That was a better game. That's a better game because it's like super classic. It's a time classic. It's a masterpiece. It's like no. Hold on. This person that grew up with Super Mario Galaxy 2, that was their first game. So of course they're gonna really appreciate that game because that was one of their earliest moments of gaming. And you know, like, yeah, probably some of your earliest experiences with games could be like, I don't know, like Atari 2600. It could be like Super Nintendo, NES. So maybe like you played Super Mario Bros on Nintendo, or like for me, Yoshi's Island was my favorite game. But then someone like that's newer into gaming, like that's a young gamer could be like, hey, like I love Super Mario Galaxy. That was my game. So everyone has a specific game that they love playing, and it's all about the exposure to games. And you know, not only just exposure, but like people get exposed to things at a different time in life, right? Like someone's first movie could have been, I don't know, like what's a movie? I hear all the time like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That could have been someone's first movie growing up, right? And that's their exposure to like movies. That was their exposure to movies. I honestly don't remember my first movie ever. I wouldn't really know what to tell you, but I would say like probably I have memories with like the 1995 Casper movie. Like my mom took me to see it in the theater, and Space Jam. I mean, that's my earliest memories of movies, and I was exposed to that. So obviously I'm into like stuff like that now. Like I love Casper. I love like Looney Tunes. You know, like Space Jam had Looney Tunes characters. So like what you're exposed to in the beginning of your, like the beginning phases of your lives is definitely going to affect your influences, your motivation to like want to watch specific types of genres of movies or play specific genres of games. And excuse me. And not only just games and not only just games and movies, but like when a kid gets into like basketball really young, like maybe some people get into like college basketball because they've been so inspired to play basketball from an early age. Like I hear this all the time, like people just sometimes, yeah, there's the rare occasions where someone could be really talented at something, like, you know, play like the flute really later on in their lives, and they can learn the flute or the guitar or the drum sets like really later on in life. But some people, most of the times, people get into something because they were exposed to it through family members or through brothers and sisters or through a friend, or maybe like a partner, like in a relationship, someone brought up something that they really liked. And you know, a lot of reasons why people get into the stuff that they're into nowadays, and video games are no exceptions. Like Bitty Cat's a really good example, because yeah, he's into retro games, but he's a very young viewer. He's in his 20s, and he tells me all the time that his parents were into like Pac-Man. They were playing Pac-Man World on PS, like Pac-Man World 1, 2 for PS1, for GameCube, and when I played Pac-Man World, like he was really enjoying the playthrough, and that was something that he had fond memories of because that's what his parents played. And that's kind of like how it is some of the time, right? Sometimes like young gamers would get into video games that are retro because they're fascinated by it. Maybe they find like a YouTuber that they really like, and those YouTubers and content creators, they stream the games that are retro, and then the younger viewers kind of look at that and they're like, oh, that looks like a cool game. Let me check it out. I'll check that game out. So you never know why people get into stuff that they're into, but yeah, let's read some comments right now. Sadie and Joe says, I don't mean it like that. I mean like my knees feel old sometimes, but I hit the gym 7 days a week and I'm in my best shape of my life. But I'd be a liar if I didn't admit I'm mostly gray now. Oh, no, I totally understand what you mean. it's kind of like fake it till you make it, right? Like I wouldn't know what to say, but yeah, so I do understand what you mean by that. Like when your knees hurt, if someone has like arthritis, and like my pops, like he deals with arthritis, and that could definitely make you feel like, that could definitely age you. Like it can make you feel like, damn, I'm having arthritis in my hands. Like what's going on with me? Why is my body working against me? Hey Mercy, welcome. Mercy Anna 1990, welcome in. Good to see you. How's it going? Happy Friday. We're doing just chatting. If you have any questions, we're doing just chatting for an hour, but like it's almost done. But I feel like we're having so much fun that I'm willing to extend the just chatting for a little bit longer. You know, we're having a good time. We're having a good old time. We're having a grand old time. Victor, I saw you. I saw you wrote something. Victor in Christ says, speaking of the passage of time, I generally enjoy being an adult more than being a kid. Yes, I enjoyed my childhood, but as an adult, I get to pursue my hobbies with a purpose. Move forward meaningfully in life and have the power to change the things that would negatively affect my life. True, I'm not a fan of having to work, but at least I get to buy the things I want and meet new people every day. Yeah, I mean, yeah, work and you know, just having the ability to drive, you know, because the thing about work is like, there's some people that they're not able to work, so I gotta say, like, it's not easy to work, but work enables you to buy stuff. So like just having the ability to drive and, you know, like kind of like things like, if you want to splurge into like buying some drinks for yourselves, like alcohol, and for a party occasion, you could do that, you know, drink responsibly of course, but go to parties, you can go parties, you can go to like some events, you know, those things require like a license, and you need to have that. Thank you. How are you doing? And I'm just chilling. I just ate some sushi. What kind of sushi? Oh, I like, so I don't typically eat like, I love sushi, but only a specific kind. Like I love California rolls, I love cucumber rolls, and there's like a Philadelphia roll. It's basically like sushi with like some cream cheese in it. I don't think I do well with fish, but there is some good ones that I like. Thanks for so I know you're a first-time chatter. Thanks for finding me, by the way. I really appreciate you finding the channel. So Sadie and Joe says, I put in about 4 miles a day, walking a day, so my knees are bound to hurt. Oh yeah. I don't know if it's an age thing, but if you're walking like every single day, you're gonna get sore. It's like even if you were a teenager, and if you were walking every single day, obviously eventually you're gonna get tired. Like your body's gonna give out. So it could be, maybe just cut, I don't know, I can't speak on anybody, but you know, maybe instead of like walking like every single day, maybe take one day to relax and just, you know, put some ice on it. Oh, an ice? Yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's great. I'm so glad you're here. I don't typically do just chatting, but this was like a redemption that was the viewers redeemed for me to just chat for 1 hour straight. We're already past the 1 hour point, but I'm having a good time. I'm not really good at just chatting, but I'm trying. I'm trying my hardest, like to be decent at it, right? I'm trying my hardest, but I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. You're chilling with some Cane's chicken and cinnamon rolls. Nice. Yeah, Victor in Christ eats like a god. He knows what he knows what he wants. I'm doing great, thank you. You know what, by the way, I think this will be a perfect moment to show you guys what I'm working on. I'm commissioning an artist right now for a PNG tuber image. And basically this might, so this is probably gonna show you like what I'm commissioning, what I'm trying to get for. This commission is only meant for like on days when I'm not feeling well. and I don't want to put like I don't want to put myself on a camera. So like this PNG tuber would be like a substitute for like, you know, for people to look at something, you know. 1 second. Let me get you the pictures. I think my nose is stuffy. I don't know what's been going on lately, but all right. So I'm gonna show you the art that she's been working on, and this is kind of, it's a concept art, so it's not ready yet. She's working really hard. I'm gonna provide her link. I'm gonna provide her link to her art commissions and everything. So if anybody here wants PNG tuber specific art, then you can go with her. She's trying to get verified on the page, but she's been phenomenal. She's been, the price is right, the service is good, and like she's making revisions constantly, and I'm just amazed. It feels like, honestly, it feels like, because it's like I'm paying 15 bucks for it. I'm feeling like I'm ripping her off, and it's not fair. I should pay more. Like the kind of service. I probably might tip her because she's doing great. Anyways, this is what she's been working on. It's a concept, but so this is the PNG tuber that I want. So this is what you're gonna see when I'm not. Yeah, this is like when I'm not gonna be on camera, and I went for number 1. So the thing is here, it's not her fault, but she kind of got the colors wrong. So I'm going for the red bird, right? The red bird, the summer tanager. So I'm really in love with the first one, and I really want this one. It's like, it's so me. Yeah, Victor and Cry, I specifically told her I want something that looks like Pokemon and the band Gorillaz, and she made it happen. She made it happen. I was, so guys, I'm gonna give you guys her channel or her website, and so if you wanna commission her, she's really sweet. She's great. She's awesome. And I'm gonna tag her here. I'm gonna tag her for like 20 minutes. I think 20 minutes should be good. Yeah, it should be good. So can I ask you guys a question? What do y'all think is a good one? I went with number 1, but which ones do you like? And Mercy, I am from New York. Thanks. How are you? What about you? Where are you from? And thanks for saying that I'm doing okay with the just chatting stuff. But by any chance, is your name something to do with Overwatch? Because I have some bad memories from that game. Yeah, but number 1 has that hair thing. I'm not really into like the hair on the bird. I just wanted to look like a bird, like a Pokemon bird. Oh, thank God. Okay. No, it's a song. It's not. It's just. Oh, cool. Miranda. That's awesome. That's a cool name. Well, it kind of reminds me of that thing that police officers say to people. Like, I'm gonna read you your Miranda rights. You have the right to remain solid. You have the right to remain awesome. Yeah. No, but that is a cool name though. I love it. You're from Canada? Nice. I think I know someone from Canada, from BC, Vancouver, British Columbia. Victor Christ, you say you kind of like 2? Yeah, but that's the thing. It has the hair. I don't like the hair piece. I don't. Like 2 has the facial expression, but. So the thing about the PNG tuber is that the bird on number 1, you could, she's gonna make it possible to, like, whenever she responds in a specific, whenever the character is gonna respond, the bird's gonna tilt its head towards you. So do you guys like it better if the bird was looking towards you or on the side? Because I wouldn't really know. This is very important, so I would love to know what you guys think with that. Because, like, you know, you want someone to look at you, but like I really love the first image because, like, the tone of it, the attitude of it. But yeah, if you guys wanna commission this artist, like, feel free to. She's available. I think she has like 5 slots available, 5 slots open. Excuse me, I have like the hiccups. I don't know why, but. Tank shoe. I like the way you said it like that. That made me chuckle. Anybody that makes me chuckle is great. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you, Victor. So I have something to decide over here because I gotta be really careful because, you know, once it's over, it's over. Like, I have to, you know, once she makes it, it's done. Alright, I'm gonna take this off now, but so here's the ones that I don't like. I don't like number 5. I don't like number 7. 6 and 8 are fine. I do like those, but number 4 is just nah. I'm not really. So truthfully. So the only contenders that I have that I like here is 1, 2, 6, and 8. And before I was actually going with number 6, but I said maybe if you could make it a little bit thinner because, like, the specific bird that I want is a thin bird. It's not. This one's a little bit more than what's supposed to be with the size of it, but. So, but then I said, you know what? Let's go with number 1 and see how that works. Because I'm very specific on, like, the bird. I'm trying to make it look like exactly like the summer tanager bird, which is like, it's a cute little bird. It's like thin. It's, you know, it's mostly red. So I'm trying not to not overwhelm her with the pictures, but. Oh, no problem, Mercy. No problem. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. So how did you find me? You found me through Just Chatting? Because I know sometimes it will recommend people to streamers, but you know, let me introduce myself to you. My name's Spirit, and my name before this new name of mine, I used to be called Spirit Buddy, which people could still call me, but I stream retro games and variety of games. So sometimes I'll play indie titles. Sometimes I play indie titles. Sometimes I play retro games, like, you know, from the Super Nintendo era, the Nintendo 64 era. I don't typically do Just Chatting, but I'm such a yapper that it's like I'm gonna be chatting anyways throughout the streams. So you'll definitely get your Just Chattings, but it won't be in the beginning of the streams. I know most of the time people start their streams with Just Chatting, and then they end up going into, like, they go into the games or like the podcast or whatever that they're gonna do. Oh, you like Super Nintendo? Yeah, we do it. I think we're gonna play a game after this, so we're definitely gonna be playing something. I hate to end the night off on 1 hour stream, so, you know, I can definitely put in another hour into something else. But you found me through Just Chatting. Like, that is such a saturated category. Like, there's like a lot of people watching on that category. There's so many streamers in the Just Chatting, and I wasn't really thinking like anybody was gonna find me because it's so saturated. But I'm surprised. Like, I'm actually surprised. So, like, every now and then we'll do this. Like, we'll do this Just Chatting for 1 hour thing, you know, for fun. We'll make it like a channel redemption, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun for the viewers, you know. Oh, you got down to 50 video streamers before you found me. Oh my god. That is insane. I'm so thankful. Yeah, that's what I thought, because there's like so many people. I knew I wasn't gonna be found because I was gonna be drowned out. I was gonna be drowned out by so many streamers. Thank you for finding me. I'm really I'm speechless. Thank you. Yeah. Turquoise says, yeah, I agree on number 1. I also like 4, but I understand you want a particular color scheme. Yeah, I want it to be just red, like a red bird. But I know with the artists, they have to go with a specific color palette. I'm not an artist, so I don't really know. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. My nose is stuffy right now. You're my last streamer I'm watching for the night, so I'm happy. Yeah, thank you so much. So what kind of streamers do you like? What kind of streamers do you kind of watch? Like what do they do? Do they do just chatting or music or games? Like, are you into like video games or like arts or just chatting? I know people do just chatting. I'm just not good at it because I just feel like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of me just chatting in the beginning if I'm gonna do that anyways throughout the stream, you know? Oh, and do funny videos. Yeah. Am I funny? I don't know. We'll see. Some of my viewers tell me like, you know, I'm funny, but I try. My jokes are corny. But yeah, thanks so much for finding me. I really appreciate that. You're only on day 2 for watching people, so I'm still. You're new to Twitch? Oh wow. I didn't know that, because I don't often see people like that are new, like they're new to Twitch, like they make an account and they're new to Twitch. That's cool. Just kind of like a disclaimer, but I do tend to curse a lot sometimes, so I know people want to see like family friendly streams. I'm probably not family friendly, so just a FYI. You know, yesterday's stream I was like talking about stuff. I was saying some perverted jokes. It'd be best to just, you know, it'd be best to just like be honest, be transparent and stuff. It's all good. Haha, nice, great. That's awesome. Yeah, it's really cool. Like Twitch allows me to see people from all different age groups, and I love it. I love that. You know, it gives me all different perspectives and stuff. Yeah, Victor and Craig. Yeah, it's a hard take for me to choose the specific art, because eventually I have to come down to like one specific one. I love Pokemon. I do love Pokemon. So I'm trying to get an art style that looks like Pokemon. I'm trying not to. So I know some PNG tubers like to go with the anime stuff. You know, the weeaboo anime-ish type things, like kawaii kind of art style. I'm not into that stuff. I like anime, but the type of anime that I really watch is like Bleach and, you know, like more realistic looking type anime. That's what's with this music? It's too Disney for me. Pikmin. Okay, I love Pikmin, but Nintendo music, that's very Nintendo. See that. No, let's go with this one. This is from Super Mario Galaxy 2. Holy crap, this is a good song. Oh, GameCube. We actually did a GameCube playthrough probably like a week ago. I'm not sure. I have to look back on what game that was. Give me a second. These are the like the most recent games that I played this year so far. Here you go. Oh, no worry, no, don't worry about that, Mercy. You're good. You're good, Miranda. So that link right there is the games that I've completed so far. But we did do a GameCube playthrough. Oh, we just did one recently last Sunday. We played Sonic Riders for GameCube, and the game was a little bit more frustrating than I remember recently. I used to play that game back in 2006, like when the game came out, and I have fond memories with it. I remember it being hard, but you know, I still do like that game, you know. Sweet, thank you. Oh, we heard the song before. Hold on, it's playing again. Sadans and Joe says, if I did a PNG tuber thing, I would have to go with Carl from Aqua Team Hunger Force. Yo, Joe, I'm telling you, Dangorangus is all about that show. So if you want, like, I know we gave him a shout out, but let's give him a shout out again. He does meat wad. He does a perfect meat wad. Yeah. I'm copying the emote from Victor in Christ. The music slaps. I can't do it. You know, I'm in there all the time. Yeah, I'm probably, if I missed you, I probably apologize for that. Just I don't know if I chat a lot in people's streams. Not sure, but I gotta work on that. I have an issue with that. Like, people say hi to me, people say hello, and I don't chat as much. I'm not that special, you know. I could say hi back. Your phone, Miranda, your phone is down to 4%. Oh, I know the feeling. Oh, I know the feeling. You know what I think about that feeling? Hold on. I feel anxious when my phone's at 4%. No, like, honestly, after streams, like after my streams, I have time to talk to people. I have time to watch streams, you know. I'm definitely active around like 10:30, 11 o'clock my time. When I'm not streaming or when I end stream early, I definitely, you know, after my streams, I just basically get some food, relax a little bit, and then I go watch someone else. But hey, welcome in, Dew on the Grass. Morning to you. Happy Friday. It's probably Saturday by you, right? Because you said morning, but good to see you. Nice to see you. This is my reaction to you in chat. I have this weird app, but welcome in. How's it going, Dew on the Grass? By the way, for those that are coming in, I have sound clips if you're all interested in it. But just by all means, just if you were to play them, everything in moderation, of course. But Mercy Anna, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much for coming through. Hope to see you again real soon. If not, have a great time. Have a great experience on Twitch. And hopefully you get to find more streamers that you enjoy. And thanks for being here. Oh my god. I'm being followed. Yay. Sorry, I know it's a bit busy here on the screen. I thought it'd be funny to just put stuff all over. Like we put a Snoopy, Christmas trees. But Grass, how's it going? And have a great night. Hopefully, yeah. I think so. You're in BC, so you're probably 5 hours ahead of us, right? Or before. But have a great night, day, whatever time it is by you. And hopefully, you guys, I'll see you guys soon. Oh, 5 hours before, yeah. And if you guys want to keep in touch, Discord is a good place. If nobody has to come through the Discord, but if you want, we'd love to see you. Sleep well, yes, you too. Yes, sleep is such a gift. Please sleep the best that you can. You know, try to get 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours of sleep, you know? Right out. So it's hard for me to say goodbye. I don't know what to say when we say goodbyes. It's hard. It hurts. But yeah, do on the grass. Thanks for finding me. I'm guessing you found me through just chatting. I'm surprised. Deuces. Deuces. Bye bye. Take care now. But yeah, you found me. So Grass, you found me from just chatting. I don't like explore this category on Twitch much, because the thing is, I'm not good at just chatting. I don't do just chatting. This is actually like a redemption. So my viewers wanted me to just chat for 1 hour, and they forced me to. Well, they put in the points to get me to talk, and we're having a good time. You know, I'm not saying like just chatting is not a good time. I'm just saying I'm terrible at it, and ironically, I'm doing really good. Yo, Victor and Christ, congratulations on clicking on the first button. I just dabbed on y'all. Deuces, yeah. So yeah, what were we talking about? I think, you know what, in 5 more minutes we're gonna cut the just chatting stream. And we're gonna play. I think we're gonna play that game. Excuse me. We're gonna play that game we played on Wednesday. The clown game. Kid Clown in Crazy Chase. We're gonna be playing that game. We're gonna get the good ending in that one. We are going to get the good ending, and we're gonna do it. And by the way, there's 3 endings. So if y'all don't know, for the new people that are coming to chat. I play retro games on top, you know, so I don't typically do just chatting. Maybe we'll come back to this and do another time in the future. But what I mainly do on Twitch and streams is I stream retro games, and sometimes I will play indie titles, indie games. So we play retro variety. We do, and last time we played a Super Nintendo game called Kid Clown in Crazy Chase. It's a clown game where you go down a hill, you have to avoid all the obstacles. And we got the bad ending last time. Hopefully this time we'll get the good ending, but yeah, I definitely mastered the game on retro achievements, and it was a good feeling. So I am top 20 in Kid Clown in Crazy Chase. Look at me smiling, making that cheesy smile like that. But yeah, I'm glad this is going well. See, the thing is, I get scared because I don't know like how many people are gonna be able to join the stream, and like with a just chatting stream, you know, you want people to be here. Like you want like a good chunk of people to be here to talk with you and to, you know, bring up topics, bring up conversations and all that. So I'm very I waited. So when I started stream, I waited for a little bit. I think. Like who was Turquoise? Were you the first one, or someone came in first, and you know they were keeping company for a little bit, and I appreciate that. Turquoise was the first one in chat, and it was definitely comforting to me because like you know you don't want to start a chat, like you don't want to start a stream like this, and it's supposed to be just chatting, and you're chatting to like basically nobody. Like that sucks, right? You know, I have a decent, a good amount of viewers that come through every single time I stream, which is great. Oh,
Victor in Christ asked me, hey, Mr. Macho, the streamer claims he is not good at just chatting thing, but he's actually doing a pretty decent job. Give my man a pep talk and get those spirits bolstered. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, listen up, spirit. You may think you ain't good at this just chatting gig, but I'm here to tell you, you're doing better than you realize. The energy is electric, and the people love what you're bringing to the table. Keep that fire burning, keep that charisma flowing, and don't doubt yourself for a second. You're the cream rising to the top, and ain't nobody gonna stop you. So keep it up, brother. Oh, yeah.
the crap. Oh, yeah. Yo, that guy. When he's like, oh, like that killed me. That got me. Thank you so much for the tangy. I appreciate that. We have the clip. That was hilarious, bro. Oh my god. Yo, thanks so much for that, Victor in Christ. I really appreciate that. Yeah, those Tangia sound alerts that you see in the text to speech, they kind of help with the stream. It's like donations, but you get like a sound alert out of them. So you know, it's like I think it's like 50 bits per sound alerts, but it helps. You know, it's cool. It's funny. I like it. It's a nice incentive as well. But yeah, that was hilarious. Oh my god, that got me. Alright, so what did y'all think? This was just chatting for 1 hour. I was forced to do just chatting for 1 hour. What did y'all think? Did you enjoy it? Did you have a good time? Let me know right now. Well, the music definitely helps. It definitely helps with the music for sure, but maybe we'll come back. You know, maybe we'll come back, but we'll do another just chatting. You know, obviously, I would like for you guys to redeem it with the points. So I don't remember how much points it was last time. I think it was like 100,000 points. I might lower it down to like 75,000 points next time. So if you want to do just chatting again for 1 hour specifically, dedicated just chatting stream, we'll try to get the points out for that. For the channel redemption, community channel redemption for that. I did great. Thank you. Yeah. I'm happy. This was a great time. I loved it. So let's transition over to something else now. Let's go play that game. It's not a long game. It's probably like a short game, but. Just chatting 2 hours? Oh shit. Okay, you know what? Do you guys want me to just chat for another 30 minutes? I don't know what to say. Like I'm running out of things to say. I wouldn't know. GG, thank you, Sadie and Joe. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Coming from you and everybody in chat. Yo, y'all have been great. I mean, we're kind of like bleeding into like the 2 hour territory. So, I mean, we could. What can I say right now? I don't know. You see, I have a problem coming up with things on the fly. Let's see. You know what? Quora is a good website for like things to say. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, this is a good topic. All right. Oh, I have to mute this.
Oh yeah, during your last message. Give us a few more of those heartfelt, oh yes. Just keep saying it an unnecessary amount of times. Let those lungs tear through the audio waves. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Feel that energy. Oh yeah. Let it reverberate through your soul. Oh yeah. The cream always rises, and so does the spirit. Oh yeah. Keep that fire burning, brother. Oh.
What am I flexing? I don't got muscles here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh man. So with the Tangia, I have to like raise the volume for this because it's like it's a little bit lower on the lower side. I don't know why it's that way, but I tried contacting like the representatives from Tangia, the website, and I don't know why it does that. Yo, thanks, Turquoise. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Gee willikers, my dudes. It's gonna seem like I muted your oh wait, it's gonna seem like I muted your streams. Oh, no worries, Joe. If you gotta mute the stream, that's fine. No worries, man. You're good. You're a dear friend. You are a dear friend, so you're good, man. All right, Victor and Christ. Let's see if I can get Macho Man on that screen over there, just because of you. Let's see if we can put him on the frame, on the animated frames. I don't know because it's very limited on like what I can put, but let's see. Macho Man. We got him. Is there more? Like, is there? Which one do you like? This one, or this one? If you look in the background, this one's a little bit more animated, but this one is also like it's just well, it has some animation to it, like some sprite animation, but it's not like as expressive as this one. Does he also goes by Randy Savage, right? Randy Savage also is his other name in wrestling. Let's go with the second one. Okay. Oh. Oh my God, Super Mario Bros. 2. Can we play that right now? See, the thing is, I have to like dedicate a whole stream to that game because it's like it's so worthy of like a full stream, right? But since it's kind of getting late in the nighttime, you know, I can only choose one specific game, and that game is like very short. So yeah, Victor and Christ, thanks for those funny clips that we're gonna get out of this. I really appreciate that. Yeah, this Just Chatting stream, I don't know why I put a Christmas tree. Like, I just put stuff around it. Cause I try to be goofy with it, you know. I try to be goofy with it because, like, yeah, obviously I'm a big fan of David Goggins, so like David Goggins is like a big inspiration for me. It's like, you know, David Goggins is like my own Santa Claus, you know. And I put a tree. I put Snoopy. Someone mentioned like a Snoopy game a couple nights ago. Beyond Good and Evil 20th anniversary. Oh yeah. I love that game so much. The GameCube version, like that game on the GameCube was one of my favorites. The balloons was, so the balloon gifts was from like when Benny Cat had his birthday. A couple of weeks ago he had his birthday, so I wanted to get like some balloons to put on the overlay. So he put it there. And obviously the lady that's smushing that clay thing, it's like it's kind of a joke within a joke. It's like you know, because like how the new generation of like people that go on TikTok, they need like this image to watch a clip, like a 60-second clip, to be immersed into it, like because they say like people have short attention spans, So you need to watch this woman with her hands mushing that thing constantly to keep your attention spans intact. So I just thought that was funny. You know, I'm not saying anybody has a low attention spans, but I'm just saying like it's just hilarious. Yo, Schweppes, can you like sponsor me? I keep drinking your stuff on streams. Tubi doesn't want to sponsor me. I contacted Tubi like a couple of months ago. They didn't respond at all to me. They didn't want nothing to do with me. So maybe Schweppes, maybe like a soda company. Hey, you guys make billions and billions of dollars. What's a couple of $1,000 sponsorship, right? All right, let's see what we could talk about. What makes a video game legendary? Oh, that's a good topic. That's a good topic. What makes a legendary video game? What makes a game so legendary that it's remembered for years to come? Like, we can bring up examples like Final Fantasy VII, Chrono Trigger for Super Nintendo, Mass Effect 2. People say Mass Effect 2 is one of their favorite games, right? Snake Eater, for me, Yoshi's Island. I know Yoshi's Island is not everyone's favorite game, but it's like my favorite game. It's legendary. It's a legendary game for me because of the art style. The art style, the unique graphics that they used in that game, like the scaling, the nice sprite animations, the beautiful color, the vibrant colors in that game. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Hold on, is the chat, let me fix the chat thing. I think it's like going from bottom to top, so it's not okay. It's fine though. Oh, okay, so the chat is definitely okay. It's up to date. Cool. Because on Twitch there's always like a delay. I've noticed like I have like a 15-second delay with my streams. So Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, is that what it's called? I don't know much about that game, but if you could tell me why that game is legendary. I just think what makes a game legendary is, see, now here's the thing. Legendary doesn't have to always mean like incredible, phenomenal, remarkable, like memorable, right? Legendary could also be the opposite. How? Like, I think the best example I can bring up is like, yeah, like Duke Nukem Forever. I hate to bring up this game because it's like kind of like the foster child of like how a game could be fucked up development wise. Like it can go into development hell for so many years and then end up being like not the best game ever. So a game could be infamous and legendary for that alone, right? So it could be also in a bad connotation as well, but people often put the word legendary with awesome and epic. People say it has one of the greatest plot twists in gaming. Really? So that's a Star Wars game? I think I have that. So I think on Steam there was a Star Wars bundle, like a bunch of games on Steam. Let me see if I have that game. I don't know if I'm gonna play it, but first, like the thing is, I have to start getting into the movies. I have to watch the movies. I cannot get into the games yet until I watch the movies because I need to get into the lore of the stories. Yeah, I have it. Oh wait, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Sith Lords, the Sith Lords, right? So I'll try. So I have to watch the movies first. I have to watch the Star Wars movie. The only Star Wars movie I've watched is Episode 2. Yes, I know. No need to say much. I know. That was the first one I ever saw. And which episode is Force Awakens? I think that's episode 7. So episode 2 and episode 7, excuse me. Like I keep hiccuping and stuff, I don't know why. So that's like the worst way to introduce yourself to Star Wars. Like I felt like episode 2, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't know what the hell was going on. But the thing is, like, I said this story before. Sorry, I don't know why I salivate way more than often. Like it's way much when I talk a lot. I don't know. Maybe it's like a condition that I have, but if I'm like bringing back my saliva, it's like I'm trying to hold back on that so I don't ruin my words. But yeah, I think I've told the story before. Like my brother, when I was young, my brother took me with his friends to go see Star Wars Episode 2, and I think we all didn't know what was going on because we just wanted to see like the latest movies, like back then in 2000, like the early 2000s. So we didn't know what was going on, but Episode 6, yeah. So which one is that? So that is I know that's one of the oldest movies, the earlier movies, right? Jedi Returns. Return of the Jedi. Okay, bro. This is how famous like Star Wars is because all I have to type in Google is Episode 6, and the first thing you see is Return of the Jedi. Like that's the first thing that pops up. Return of the Jedi came out in 1983. It's a 2-hour film. It's a 2-hour movie. Let's see the other Star Wars movies. I want to see what came before it. How do I look at the Star Wars stuff? Alright, so Star Wars is the original. So that's the one that came out in 1976. The Empire Strikes Back. I think that was probably the most popular movie of the time. When did that one come out? The Empire Strikes Back it came out in May 21st, 1980, and Return of the Jedi came out in 1983. So the Empire Strikes Back is about 124 minutes. Okay. So if I'm gonna watch the Star Wars movie, I'm definitely gonna watch the original trilogy. I'm gonna go into that because they say like you should watch the prequels first, because if you're gonna go by the lore, if you're gonna go by the story, you should watch the prequels first. I don't know. I'm not really in the mood to watch the prequels, to be honest, but and I don't even want to know much about Disney Star Wars. I don't think I want to watch the Disney Star Wars movies, to be honest. Yeah, so the first one was Star Wars, yeah. So they renamed it A New Hope, yeah. But we didn't know that it was Episode 3. So that was crazy that you make a trilogy of movies and you name it Episode 3. It's like, where the hell is Episode 1 and 2? No, I think, no, not Episode 3, Episode 4. Episode 4, A New Hope. Episode 5 was Empire Strikes Back. Episode 6 was A Return of the Jedi. Actually, you know what? I have played a couple of Star Wars games, even though I had no prior knowledge to them. I played Star Wars 1 Pod Racer on Nintendo 64. And I played Dark Forces. Oh, that game is great. But I played Dark Forces Remastered, not the PS1 game. I would like to play the PS1 version, you know, just to see what it was like back then. But it's, you know, because it's more, it feels more like Doom. That's why I really like it. So it's not like your typical Star Wars games where you play as a character and there's like platforming and like shooting around, exploration. Like I feel anyone could get into anyone could get into Star Wars Dark Forces, because like if you Yoshi's Island. I just love this game. I love it. I love Yoshi's Island so much. It's just, I love it so much. I don't know why. It just, you know why? I think I know why. So we're all saying like, what makes the game legendary, right? What makes the game legendary? It's the fact that I have a story, I have a history with Yoshi's Island, which in itself makes it legendary to me. Now, like, obviously when this was holiday season 1995. I see, you know, we all see the commercial, you know, we're all watching TV. We see the commercial for Yoshi's Island. It's disgusting. It's putrid. It's putrid. Is that the word? Putrid, disgusting, vulgar, just disgusting. Let's go with the word disgusting. It's such a disgusting commercial. My family sees it and they're like, you know, they know I want this game. They know I want it. And I said, please, can you get me this game? Please, I want it. I want the game. Please, I want Yoshi's Island for Super Nintendo. Please get it for me. Please. So my parents say no. And because they said no because of the commercial. So my grandmother was the one to convince my parents to get me this game. And if it wasn't for her, I would never have played the game when it released. And the way that I felt playing that game, just exploring, discovering all the cool things about this game, the music, the art style, jumping on Koopas, you know, the final battle with Bowser, like everything about this game was legendary. It was such a unique moment in my life that till this day, like decades later, I cannot get over it. I can't. It's like someone watches, like, you know, we're all talking about Star Wars, like, it's like watching Star Wars for the first time. It's like, oh my god, this movie's epic. But like when I played Yoshi's Island for the first time, such a memorable time, man. Yeah, Victor, well, the commercial, like Yoshi's Island commercial nowadays, like I don't care like what it is. It's not, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't make me want to vomit, but it's just disgusting, you know. It's disgusting. And when I was a kid, you know, these commercials kind of, it has an impression on parents, and you know, parents will be like, no way, we're not gonna get this game for you, no way. The thing is, I was trying to convince them, like, it's not the commercial, it's, you know, it's the game itself is family friendly, you know, it's a great game. And yeah, man, like it was disgusting. It was very disgusting commercial. Yeah, I don't know what Nintendo was thinking, making a commercial like this, but yeah. But it, you know, it was the 90s. Everything was extreme, and hey, there was really awesome weird commercials that came out in the 90s, and I like that era of like video game commercials. You know, like the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, like, just trying to be edgy to make a point about something. You know, I've always liked that kind of approach to commercials. You don't see that, you don't see that often nowadays, like where a company would be edgy or like extreme with their marketing gimmick and, you know, stuff like that. Yay, another bot bites the dust. Let's go. But yeah, if I looked at the commercial now, it really doesn't really mean nothing to me. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom soon. I drink too much soda. But yeah, I think what makes a game legendary. It could be the music. Like some people remember compositions from games years down the line, right? People all like for me, Streets of Rage 2 for Sega Genesis was the game that made me want to practice music. Like I want to practice music because I'm not good at music. I'm learning. I'm kind of teaching myself how to make music with beats and stuff. I don't really know how to play an instrument, but I'm very interested in pianos and synthesizers. You know, synthesizers and pianos. Like, I'm very interested on like the way that they sound. So if I was to get an instrument, I would definitely get a piano. But that's besides the point. The point is that Streets of Rage 2, the composition, the soundtrack was super legendary to me. I really love the way it sounded. It sounded way ahead of its time for a game that was from the early 90s. It was very impressionable, it was very awesome, and like I love the composition. It's super legendary. Great, one of the best beat 'em ups of all time, I have to say. So it could be anything. It could be like a plot twist in a game that makes a game legendary. It could be a character that's legendary. It could be like the replayability of the game, the amount of content a game gives you that makes it legendary. So there's many components to what makes a game legendary, you know. Besides the point, like it could even be the company that's legendary. You know, it could be the game composer. It could be the game designer, the game developer. Like people say, like the reason why people buy Metal Gear Solid games is because of Hideo Kojima. People love Hideo Kojima, and they know him as one of the best, one if not the best game developers of all time. And they say that he's one of the best. He was one of the legends out there that's still making video games to this day. I just watched the commercial. The first comment says, "A picture-perfect testimony to the '90s Daredevil and do everything extreme culture." Yeah, exactly. It's like that's what they were trying to go for there. Like let's just make people sick to their stomach. Let's just make them extreme. Let's make it extreme. Let's make it gory, disgusting, putrid. It's like no, you don't have to. I think the Japanese commercial for Yoshi's Island is way different. It's way different than of course, it's way different than the US. And I say like the Japanese got it right with the commercial for Yoshi's Island, you know? Star Killer sounds like a rock star. Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, Skywalker sounded better. What's with the name? Yes, so Skywalker definitely sounds like a Star Wars type of name for sure. Ooh, Mario RPG, let's go. So are you guys like still in the mood to see me play like that game after the stream, like after the just chatting part? Because after this I'm gonna have to go take a break. So hopefully you guys are in the mood for that. Oh yeah, the music does slap. We have to play Mario RPG one day. We have to. This music really kicks some ass. Once you listen, your pants will be blown. Your pants will fall down. And when you listen to the song, you'll not frown. When you try to play the game, try not to sing like I have. I really like the sound of this game. And you get to play as Mario. Try to jump all over those enemies. Try to jump on all the enemies. Try to partner with Bowser when you're trying to face all the evil. There's a big damn sword. When you see the sword, he is very strong. Go jump on him. You'll probably win. I can't like make up words on the fly, but I tried. You know, Super Mario RPG, I have this game. I think I have this game. I only have the cartridge for it, but this is a game I really wanted to wait, are you making a rhyme, like a song? Exiting the forest is super simple. All you do is follow these patterns for the rest of your gaming life. 1 second. Alright, so I couldn't find my Mario RPG copy, but I know it's here somewhere. But I brought like a bunch of games to showcase. Alright, so let's first start off with one of my favorite games on the N64. Mario Party 2. I think this is like my favorite. Why? You play as so many Nintendo characters, but every single board that you play on, you get to dress up as a specific costume. And I don't think I've ever seen Nintendo do this ever again, but like you get to play like on a western board, on a space, tropical island, and like a haunted world. It's like, actually the haunted world was like my favorite board on this game, and I have so much memories with this one. I love this game so much. Now this one I got for very cheap. I haven't played it yet, but Pilot Wing 64. I don't know anything about this game. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm not sure, but this was a Nintendo 64 launch title alongside with Mario 64, and that is hard. It's hard to have your game next to Mario 64. I don't know if people bought this game a lot when the N64 came out, but I want to try this. Now, this is actually coming from my brother's collection. When he, he had a Game Boy. So my brother had a Game Boy. He had a Sega Game Gear, and he had Super Nintendo. And once he gave up video games, I basically inherited like his collection. We always joke about it, but he's like, my brother's like, hey, can you return my Super Nintendo? And I'm like, come on, stop. You know you don't care about games. So I streamed this game a couple years back, but Solar Striker for the Game Boy. We did a playthrough. It's a shmup, and it was made by a very well-known Nintendo game developer. I'm not sure what his name was. Gunpei, not Gunpei, but it's really good. It's hard. It's a hard game, but I like it. And you know, there's patterns that you gotta follow. It's a shmup. It's a shoot 'em up. So good game. I just love these Game Boy cartridges, to be honest. It kind of reminds you of like the NES, but it has this weird like edge over here. It's like, it kind of reminds me of will.i.am's haircut. You know, the one haircut that he had back in like the 2000s, where a part of his head was cut and it was less than his top of his head. Look up will.i.am on Google. You'll see what I'm talking about. So yeah, that weird thing, like this edge thing, it's like cut. I don't know why they did that, but you know, it makes for like a cool aesthetic for Game Boy cartridges. And I also love these little boxes that you get to put it in, right? The original, I don't know if the original Game Boy came with these cases. I think you had to buy them, but I love these, you know. These were the original cases because it has the Game Boy on it. No, I'm not sure, but let's see. Yeah, these are Nintendo official cases. Hold on. See right there, it says Nintendo. So I think these were the official ones. Now, something you probably will not have known about or seen, because I used to be like I used to play on the PS3 a lot, and I used to buy a lot of games for it too. This is actually one of the biggest disappointments for me. SSX Tricky. It's called SSX for PS3. I think this was exclusive to the PS3. But it's definitely a former shell of itself. I love the SSX Tricky games, the SSX games, and I bought this in excitement. I did not get a product that I wanted. I was not fond of this one. They try to go with like the whole realistic approach with this game, which, you know, for SSX Tricky, or SSX as it's called here, you want to have you want to have like an arcade-like experience. You want to have a fun time, like kind of like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater kind of experience with this game. But see, even the manual is boring. It's like, it's so gray. It's so boring. Look what it says here, like the gall. This is the gall of this company. Look what it says here. One of our most wanted games of the year. Yeah, right. No, like nobody was expecting this one, but you know, I thought we were gonna get like an SSX Tricky game, but we didn't get it. I was disappointed with that one. Alright, so since we were talking about Tetris before, well, this has nothing to do with Tetris, but it is a puzzle game. Bejeweled 3 for the PS3. Now, this one's a holographic. Obviously, it's not, you know, the game is not. You know, like, I don't remember this game so much. Now I have this game on Steam, but you know, when did this come out? 2011? Yeah, 2011. And what was like popular? What was popular around 2011? I don't know. I don't remember, but everyone was getting like the new hot releases, and here comes Spirit going into like GameStop, and I just get Bejeweled 3. Like, you know, there's like so many awesome games coming out, and here I am coming in buying Bejeweled 3. Like, you know, this game's good. It's replayable. It's fun. It's one of the best puzzle games ever. I love this game so much. Like, but you know, like as for a game to be put on a actual physical disc and make a physical media for this, like this is like definitely unexpected. But Bejeweled 3 for PS3. I love the cover. I really do love this cover. It comes with Zuma and Feeding Frenzy 2. By the way, I love this company, PopCap. It's a good company. I have almost all of their games on Steam, mostly. But you know, they make great games. You know, it's not your typical games, but man, this is making me want to go collect games again. I want to like go collect some games for cheap. I think PopCap is still around. I'm not sure if they're making games anymore, but they could be working with another type of company, or maybe they have merged or something. Okay. Anyways, since we were talking about like Star Wars, I try to go for something that I could find, but Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. So I've heard people say they like this version of Lego games. It's like one of the best ones. Sorry, there's like a glare on the screen. It looks fun. It says build and ride vehicles, mix and match characters. Look at this. Look in the middle. Look in the middle screen. Oh, I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding, bro. I just caught this. Come on, zoom in, please. Come on, zoom in. Look at Darth Vader. Oh my God, they actually went with that. Oh my God. Holy shit, he's wearing a bikini. He's wearing a bikini. I mean, it's supposed to be Princess Leia when she was like enslaved, right? Oh my God. I'm so happy I caught this, dude. Wow. You know, on this stream, sometimes I just catch things and I'm like, why did I catch that? Holy crap. Create and customize your own playable Star Wars characters in millions of different ways. Whoa, I might have to check this game out. So now we have Darth Vader with a bikini. We just found that out. So okay, guys, I'm gonna go on a break. Let me first switch let me go back to retro, and I will switch. So yeah, we've been doing Just Chatting for 2 hours. Turquoise, can you do the applause command, please? Because I'm too tired right now. So like, honestly, I will revisit Just Chatting again if you guys want it, right? I'll definitely try to do it again. But we have to make it like a redemption, you know. All right, so we're going back to 3 hours? No, I can't. Thank you though, I appreciate the love, man, seriously. Nah, 3 hours is way too much. That's like a whole stream. I don't know. You see, the thing is, I have to hear out what everybody in chat wants. You know, if I gotta say, like, it is cozy, like, it is comfortable to talk to streamers and to talk to viewers and stuff. So, like, it feels nice. You know, it definitely feels nice. I can see why people do it. Yeah, I can definitely see it. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Just gonna take a quick bathroom break and I'll be right back. Thank you so much for tuning in for this Just Chatting segment of the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm really so I'm super out of words. I think I talked way too much, but I'm super proud of how this all turned out. Definitely a kind of like a last minute thing, but it ended up becoming really enjoyable. We got a couple followers out of this. So it was really fun. I liked it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed yourselves as well. And I'll be back, guys. Just give me like a minute or two and I'll be back.